We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, 37 yards.
And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Room here to run. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Lance. And he fires one incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. A carry here for Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Working from the gun, Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Payne. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 48 yards. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side. It got his man, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they take a knee. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.